pro.
What's up, guys? I'm Bree Molitor.
I'm Dave Z, and we've got a special guest in the studio. We're going to be going live to the action on the hillside. The big bouncers are ready. I hear them. I hear the motors going right now.
There's some whoop-ow lined up out there. I was just outside hanging with some of the drivers and seeing what's going on, so it's going to be a good show. But before we get to that, we've got Sarah Sorensen, who raced for Timmy Chuck Racing today, her debut in the UTV class. So, Sarah, tell us how that went for you.
Well, guys, this was my very first race like this, and I haven't had very much seat time. So I think the worst part was just leading up to it. Last night, I think our whole trailer was shaken because my nerves were so crazy. And this morning I kind of calmed down, and a lot of the other drivers came up to me and wished me luck and said everybody gets nervous, so once you get going it will be better. And once I hit that gas pedal, it felt really good. I didn't make it up the hill. I had a lot of trouble with the steering, which we kind of expected that. I've been struggling there, but we're going to make some adjustments. And trouble with the gas. I just couldn't. I was hitting the gas pedal too late, but in the end, it was an awesome learning experience. I had my first roll, so I got that out of the way, and I'm really looking forward to the next one. That was such an awesome rush.
See, and that's exactly what you want to happen at the end of the race. No matter how the race goes, as long as you're still looking forward to the next one, And like you said, you got the rollover out of the way, so now that initial that's done with.
Right.
So what you're saying is, at the end of the month, March 30th and 31st, you're going to be a Wildcat up in Kentucky?
I don't know if we're going to be able to do both races. I want to be able to do that, but it just depends on the timing. We've got to pay the bills, so depending upon when we can get down there will be the determining factor.
Is there anybody that you offhand that you'd like to thank before we watch these big bouncers?
Well, of course, I've got to thank my husband because he's the one that introduced me into this awesome sport from the get-go. Outlaw Fabrication, PRC Off-Road. I'm going to forget all of our sponsors. I didn't bring my cheat sheet, but you guys, if you watched the interview yesterday, you saw all the sponsors. So thank you for your time.
SRRS Facebook page, and you can see our interview from yesterday.
Yes.
And speaking of sponsors, Bree and I are going to be back right after this. So stay tuned. We got the big show coming, baby.
Affordable EFI is in sight now with Sniper EFI from Holly. Easy to install, self-tunes, and replaces most 4-barrel carbs. Forget cold start issues, hesitations, vapor lock, and flooding. Get big performance starting at just $999.95. Sniper EFI. What you want? What you want? No matter where your ride takes you. Whether it's a quick trip or a slow climb. When you choose RCV Performance Axles, you're guaranteed to finish every time.
everybody. Welcome back to the season opener for the Southern Series presented by GoForth Tire. We're coming to you live from Windrock in Oliver Springs, Tennessee. This is Dave Z.
I'm Bree Molitor.
And you are looking at Bobby Tanner about to hit the starting line. Bobby Tanner in Screamin' Blue for hill number 1.
About to show everybody how it's done out here. Gonna set the bar pretty high, I'm gonna say.
Jack Porter was working. Jack Porter and a bunch of other people were working. Jack Attack was working on Screaming Blues steering yesterday. I think they got it all dialed in.
We'll find out.
We want to welcome everybody. I know there are going to be people tuning in over the next 10-20 minutes. So if we repeat a couple of things, you please don't hold it against us. As you see by the screen, we have a timer on
That's
there.
right.
So you'll get to see what the times are for these drivers.
We did tell you guys we were going to get better and better each time, so we're just going to keep adding new elements like the timer on the screen and the names of the drivers up there so you can follow along as easily as possible. Oh,
Bobby.
That sounds good. It's right outside the trailer.
Bobby Tanner screaming up the hill.
Looking like these guys got to pay attention.
What's up, Matt Myrick?
Matt Myrick cleaning off his camera.
Baby. Busted Knuckle Films at the top of the hill.
So it looks like a pretty sharp turn up at the top there. You got to pay attention and have a plan in place. We have not been to the top of the hill. We've only seen this monstrosity from the bottom.
We're going to be running 2 hills today. Who's on the line there? Oh, that's my man, Joe Pierce, the Maniac. Coming to you all the way from the great state of Maine.
Joe drives the farthest of all of our drivers, I believe. Traveling 20 plus hours for most of these events.
Joe Pierce, it looks like Joe's hitting the line right there. I'm going to tell you right now, people talk about dedication. Well, they got Joe Pierce's picture right next to that in the dictionary right there. He is a fan favorite.
All of these drivers, really. I mean,
Yeah, for sure. We're running 2 hills today. This looks like a fairly quick hill. Now, if a lot of you at home watching this on TV can't really understand how straight up that first part of the hill is.
This hill is serious. Just standing at the bottom of it and looking up is a little bit nerve-wracking.
Yeah, it's daunting for sure. So we want to welcome all the newcomers to the season opener for the Southern Series. Everybody's chasing that National Cup, and it looks like the line is hot. We're at Windrock Park in East Tennessee. My name's Dave Bree, and I'm hanging out with
Dave Bree?
Did I say
Did you
Dave
just say
Bree?
Dave Bree?
No, I didn't. I'm Dave Z, and next to me is Bree Molitor.
Thank you guys for checking in and commenting on where you're watching from. We like to see that.
That's my buddy Jeremy Bradford from the... he's pretty close to Hog Pride. He lives in northern Alabama.
Okay, we'll be at Hog Pride later this year.
Yeah, he's going to be there too.
Speaking of later this year, if you guys want to know more about the events that we've got coming on for the rest of the season, be sure to go to srrs.rocks. You can find all the event schedules and information there and plan out your weekend to come attend one of these in person. There goes Joe Pierce in the Maniac.
so steep.
Oh, that back right tire's not looking so great. But it got him up the hill.
That wheel is toast. That wheel is done. 32.43. What's going on, Scott Weiss? How you doing? Mr. Dirty Turtle himself. Who's in the mood for some bacon? I don't know. I am. I'm always in the mood for some bacon.
Who's ever not in the mood for some bacon, Dave?
Ooh, listen to that big block.
Our trailer walls are like rattling over
Hey,
here.
now, please tell us in this live feed, can y'all hear that big block at the house? All right, when you think about big blocks, you think of Bacon Racing. We got Tim Bacon on the line, ladies and gentlemen. Sit back.
Tim Bacon pulled off 4th place and Bridgeport 2 weeks ago. Let's see what he does today.
Smoke and run from Tim Bacon. Great job. 1884. 1884 is his time. Currently leading the pack with Bobby Tanner in second place at 26.69. Joe Pierce, third place, 32.43 on Hill 1 at Windrock Park in Oliver Springs for the season opener for the Southern Series, presented by GoForth Tire. We're definitely gonna catch up with Scott GoForth a little bit later. We talked to Will Stewart this morning, and
Right. Will had some new additions on his rig, thanks to
2 of them.
Scott GoForth.
And
Some
Tim's
new
time was
tires.
1884.
Yep. Looks like we have got Mr. Timmy Chuck Racing himself on
Looks
the
like
line.
Tim Sorensen, huh?
We just chatted with his wife, Sarah Sorensen, if you missed that earlier. And we talked with her last night. We did a pre-race and post-race little interview with Sarah. This was her first time racing UTVs. Now we've got her husband, Timmy Sorensen, on the line. His buggy's also going to be doing double duty today with Forrest Kirkus in the driver's seat later.
Stepping in for Roland.
That's right.
That's right.
Timmy lending out the buggy.
I see some green and yellow right there. You know what that means.
Oh, I know what that means.
Yeah.
I was chatting with Miss Debbie just a little while ago.
One of my favorite Tennesseans. There are so many, though. It's like when you talk about Central Tennessee, it's kind
I
of
tell you
synonymous
guys,
with rock bouncing.
Middle Tennessee is the it place, the central location for so much of this sport. It's pretty awesome.
And there goes Joe. You can see Joe on the screen. That adrenaline just pumping, smile ear to ear. You just can't help but love Joe Pierce. I mean, he's not the people's champ for any other reason that he's just an awesome guy. Now, I hate that Roland Kirkus isn't here, but you know what? He's taking care of business on the road. He's making that money. So the Kirkus Circus can keep on rolling.
That's right.
Can't wait to see you, buddy.
So this is Tim Sorensen taking off.
Busted Knuckle Films on top of that hill on camera number 2. Matt hiding behind the tree. Very rightly so after that first run.
Bobby sent him into hiding.
That's right. Looks like he took option number 2, and he's out the top with a 9.96. And I'm going to tell you right now, people, it's not always about the fastest time. It's about consistency.
That's right. We're going to go over the point system for you guys when we get a break in the action here, and make sure that everybody understands how it's laid out for the season. And
that looks like
this is Mr. Tim Cameron.
That looks like Mr. Tim Cameron.
Sounds like it too.
Stand back, baby.
All right, there we go. That looks like a time of 15.27.
Setting the bar high. New leader, ladies and gentlemen, Tim Cameron with a 15.27.
Smoking that hill. David Gravely, yes, this is Hillside Live, our live broadcast of the Southern Series opener here at Windrock ORV Park in Oliver Springs, Tennessee. We have had about six of our bouncers go so far.
Who is that? Copy that. Do we need to take a break and get a game plan to hold them up?
And we're working some stuff out on the course right now. We've seen some great times so far, some great action on hill number 1. Currently, our leader is Tim Cameron. And then we have another Tim in second place, Tim Bacon.
We've got Will Stewart on the line.
And then Bobby Tanner currently is in third place, followed by Joe Pierce and Timmy Sorensen. We're going to be back in a minute, so stay tuned. We're going to be right back.
Raw power, we crave it. Hammer down, throttle open. Nitro nose differentials and nitro nose power. With a range of parts to meet all needs. Quality for all conditions.
We want to welcome everybody back. Welcome to Hillside Live with Dave Z.
I'm Bree Molitor.
And we're hanging out Windrock Off-Road Park, Oliver Springs, Tennessee for the season opener of the Southern Series presented by GoForth Tire.
We have Mr. Will Stewart on the line. We are on Hill 1 here at Windrock.
All right.
The bouncers will be running 2 hills today.
Yeah. We got some big horsepower out there.
Oh, we sure do, man. Our production trailer is set next to the starting line, and the walls are rattling whenever everyone takes off.
We've got a great crowd out here today. The weather's great. Everything is lining up. Will in Gone Postal. Wow. Will Stewart, 1791, currently catapults him into second place.
Tiffany, I don't think Jack was able to get Venom up and running. Dave, he is going to be running today. He's running in a rental.
Oh yeah. Bobby Tanner may loan it to him there. Hey, can you hear that at home? I don't even need to tell you who this is right here. That big block speaks for itself. But if you're not familiar...
This is our first place winner from 2 weeks ago in Bridgeport, Texas for the Central Opener, Bubba Bacon.
Wow.
Matt Meyer is taking some dirt to the face up there.
Tim.
That was a smoking time for Bubba. 15.61.
That puts him in second place behind Tim Cameron with a 15.27. Bubba ran a 15.61. First place is 15.27. Top three, I mean, so far it's a who's who of rock bouncing. Best in the world out here battling. We're talking about tenths of seconds are separating the best of the best right here. I believe the General is stepping up to the line. Mr. Clint Evans in the General, who's running a big shot of gas in that bad boy, pushing him over 1,000 horsepower. I can't wait to see what he does. He's coming to you from Missouri. And he laid down a great time, Bree.
17.81 for Clint Evans. Nicely done. Poor Matt, taking some more mud to the lens there.
What a great day for racing out here at Windrock Park in Oliver Springs.
Super excited that it's not raining this weekend, finally.
It really is a perfect day. I mean, the sun's not out, but from a driver's perspective, Bree, is that not better than the sun in your eyes?
I mean, anytime you're wearing a fire suit, not having the sun on you is a good thing.
Amen, amen. We hope you guys are enjoying the live feed. Every day, every week, we're trying to get better. Obviously, we've added a few features to the live feed, such as a time clock and the drivers' names while they are running. We hope you're enjoying that. We've heard everything from we'd like to see instant replays. Well, you know what? We'd love to see instant replays, and that will be coming in the future as well.
That's something that we're working on for you guys.
That's right, as well as multiple camera angles, all that good stuff. It's just going to take a little bit of time. We hope you're enjoying what we have right now. I know I am.
Clayton Hollingsworth.
Who's ready for the Outlaw?
Getting ready to put on a show for us, I do believe. Clayton pulled in second place win, Bridgeport, Texas, 2 weeks ago for the Central Series opener.
And we've talked to Clayton multiple times over the past few months, and he's shooting for that top position by the end of the season.
Oh, he sure is. He's got his sights set.
Yes.
On knocking a few certain racers out of the way. Getting up to that first top step on the podium.
And a great run from Clint Evans, as you could see him across your screen in the background. Such a nice guy.
Colt, let me know when you got fixed. Let me know when you got fixed, Colt.
I know a lot of people out there right now. Randall Key hasn't run yet, but he's going to be coming up shortly. A lot of people are rooting for Randall. They want to see him on that podium at the end of the day. He hasn't missed, but what, like a race or two in 7 years?
I don't know. Talk about dedication. Randall has been in this sport as long as anybody, and he seems to be at all the events. He's just always there. It's awesome. I don't know how he does it.
So a lot of people want to see him on the podium more than anything.
Absolutely. What the?
Yes, it looks like there's a choice at the top part of the hill, how you want to do it, how you want to get to the top. One area, you're going to need momentum to get up. The other one is a little bit more technical. If you've got the horsepower to get to the top on a straight up shot, you're most likely going to walk out with a faster time low. And if you guys can just hang out with us, Dave and Bree are going to be back in a minute.
Power, progression, determination, innovation, experience, speed. We are Super ATV. With industry-leading suspension, heavy-duty Rhino brand axles, and all-out performance tuning, let Super ATV fuel your off-road passion. Visit superatv.com.
The season opener for the Southern Series presented by GoForth Tire. Dave and Bree are hanging out with you today at Windrock ORV Park in Oliver Springs, Tennessee. How you doing, Bree?
Oh, I'm doing great. Sitting out here with some nice weather and some horsepower. Clayton Hollingsworth on the track, everybody.
Now, for those of you keeping up with the points today,
That was a 15.62 for Clayton Hollingsworth.
Bubba Bacon ran a 15.61.
Oh!
And they both followed Timmy Cameron, who laid down a 15.27. The best in the world, mere 10 seconds apart, tenths of a second. Unbelievable. Wow. I mean, what are the chances?
When you get all the drivers together that are this good, it's a tight finish every time. Sam Carter on the line.
And he's in Plum Buck. He put on one heck of a show at Bridgeport, Texas 2 weeks ago.
He did, and he just raced UTV earlier this morning.
That's right. He is not afraid to put on a show. I think he's going to try to finesse this.
he's got somebody riding along with him in there.
Very, very respectable time of 18.2. 18.2.
We've got Brandon Davis coming up to the line. Another one of our double duty racers. He raced UTV earlier this morning. And now he's bringing out the Rock Bouncer.
Now that buggy,
unfinished business.
That's right. That buggy should look familiar to you. It's a 2-time National Cup champion buggy. Timmy Cameron has piloted it for the last 2 years.
And it sounds mean.
It is ridiculous. And Brandon can drive. So consistent.
He really can. Consistent is a great word for his driving. He placed third 2 weeks ago at Bridgeport, Texas. Right behind Clayton Hollingsworth and Bubba Bacon. That was a beautiful, smooth run right up that hill. Used his momentum. And it looks like Brandon's got a time of 16.15.
Looks like we have Adam Ringer in Showgirl stepping up to the line. Showgirl, probably one of the toughest Rockwell buggies in the world. I'm just going to put it out there.
Showgirl's been around a while. I remember racing with that buggy years ago when I first started racing with the Southern Rock Racing Series.
Outstanding, Adam.
Nicely done. With the time of 17.49 for Adam Ringer. I do believe Shelby Tanner named that buggy. Word on the street is, by the way. Just a fun fact.
And how did that happen? Can you tell us a story, Bray?
Oh man, I wasn't there for the story. I've heard that it was a little bit of teasing going on between Shelby and Mr. Stephen Woolsey, who used to own and race Showgirl. Something about getting that buggy a little dirty, getting some scratches on the paint and not treating it like a Showgirl, and the name stuck.
So basically, for those of you who are joining us right now, our current leader is Timmy Cameron on hill number 1, followed by Bubba Bacon, Clayton Hollingsworth, Brandon Davis, Adam Ringer, Clint Evans, William Stewart, Sam Carter, Tim Bacon, Bobby Tanner, Joe Pierce, and Tim Sorensen of Timmy Chuck Racing.
And we now have Randall Key on the line. Always fun to watch Randall race. For those of you who aren't familiar with Randall, he is paralyzed from the waist down. He drives completely with hand controls.
Now, you may say, well, that's not so bad, but have you factored in that he uses rear steer?
Yeah, he's steering, rear steer, brake, throttle. I mean, he does everything all with hand controls. And he's an amazing driver, so.
And an amazing person.
Yes. Love Randall. Love Wendy. Wendy, if you're watching, I wish you were here.
For real. is out the top of the 2360.
A very respectable time. That Rage buggy making that hill look pretty easy, even with a little bit of backing up in the middle.
Absolutely. And for those of you who are very familiar with running two hills and point systems, it's not necessarily about coming in first or running the fastest time.
Right.
That's not necessary to win the day. It's all about consistency. When we have a break in the action, Bree and I are going to break down the point system.
Do I see a plowboy sitting on the line? I see some
boy.
yellow and some green.
Now, he had a problem with his... Look at this. Looks like we're broke. Let's see what's broke on Rando. On Rage.
He did cross the finish line and get a time.
2360.
Yep.
Yep.
There's Matt Myrick. This might be a good time to go over our point system while we wait.
You gotta be fast on both of you.
While we wait for Randall to, I'm laughing because I can hear Richie's buggy sitting right outside the trailer, and it sounds like he is anxious to get going. Randall appears to be at the top of the hill, having some issues with the buggy. So why don't we do a quick run through of the point system while we're waiting for the hill to get cleared off?
Sure, absolutely. Basically, you can't look at both hills as one race.
Right.
There are two set. Each hill is its own entity. And for first place, if you do happen to come out on first, you get 50 points for first. Second place, you'll walk away with 47 points. Third place, 44 points. Fourth place, 42. And then it goes 1 point down for each place. So in the bouncer class, you could get 50 points for the first race and come in last or not finish and only get 10 points. So even if you win, or on the second race, then you have a combined time of 60 points.
Yeah.
Now, if somebody comes in 7th on the first and 6th on the second, they could actually beat that person who won the first hill in the point standings.
So the drivers are racing for points, not times, in the bouncer class. So if you think of it as not a 10 event series, but rather a 20 hill series, they are racing for points.
We've got
Richie Keith, Mr. Plowboy himself, on the line, and the course is hot.
Well, that doesn't look right.
Looks like Richie's having a little bit of an issue shifting into first. Not catching a gear.
Oh, you know that's got to be so frustrating for him.
Gosh. Perfect day, perfect conditions. There's not a lot of dust out there. We had just enough of a sprinkle for 20 minutes this morning to keep all the dust down. It's not slick.
Looks like we've got Zach Garner up there trying to help Richie figure out what's going on.
And that's a heartbreaker for old Plowboy.
Oh, man.
I'm sure we'll see him hill too. Hopefully they will get everything all dialed in for him.
I hope so, especially after his tough break in Bridgeport.
That's right. I see a red buggy on the line. Is that not Scott GoForth in Rum Runner? It looks like it.
I do believe.
Clear out of the way. Clear out of the way.
Now, GoForth Tire is presenting this season opener for the Southern Series.
That's right.
Scott and the company does so much for not just the drivers out there, but for all of us regular people.
We got to talk with Scott a bit yesterday during our pre-race interviews. If you guys want to catch those interviews that we did, go to the SRRS Facebook page. You can watch everything there.
Scott, having no problem finding the rev limiter on Rum Runner, rolls out the top with a 2291. And for those of you joining us, currently our leaderboard looks like Timmy Cameron is in first place with a 1527, followed by Bubba Bacon with a 1561. Right behind him is Clayton Hollingsworth with a 1562. Rounding out fourth and fifth are Brandon Davis and Adam Ringer. Glad you could join us on Hillside Live. My name is Dave Z.
I'm Bree Molitor. And we've got Stephen Robinson on the line. Raging Hornet, ready to go.
I can feel 1,000+ horsepower in this trailer. It is just shaking the trailer.
Getting a little air there.
Steve out the top with a 2550 for Steve-O.
Steven's racing team partner Nick Campbell had Raging Bumblebee out on the UTV course earlier.
There's a theme there. A lot of raging stuff going on, Steve Robinson.
All right. We've got Forrest Kirkus on the line and a rental provided by Tim Sorensen of Timmy Chuck Racing.
And joining us in the studio is my friend and yours. He's not racing today.
I'm going to cross the line if they let me.
It's
Hi, guys. How are you?
it's Mark Nero.
Hi, guys. How's everything going today?
And Mark's working on a new buggy. I'm sure we'll hear about it over the next few minutes. But what's the action looking like on the outside, brother?
Oh, it's pretty good. Fast hills. Everything looks pretty sweet. It's not raining, which is awesome. A little chilly, but...
But we're tough. We can deal with that,
Yeah,
right? As
yeah.
long as it's not raining on us.
Yeah, right on. The last year, every race we came to was a muddy mess. But yeah, everything out there is looking pretty good. This system's working great. Good action, awesome park.
So can we now? You are signed up as a seasoned driving, Mark, as a seasoned driver. Where are you on the buggy? What's going on with it? Who's building it for you?
Scott Morris at Sunfire Off-Road's doing it. It's hopefully to be done by the next race.
Now, Scott's built some of the best buggies, some of the fastest, toughest buggies in the world. Can you give us a quick, I'm not trying to put you on the spot, brother, but you don't have to say anything, but what can we look for in this new bad boy?
Mid-engine, trailing arms, Kings, 14-bolt, Dana 80, 600 cubic inch big block, Power Glide SCS case. Should be pretty sweet.
Who's going to be tuning that big boy?
Scott.
That's what's up. All right, when can we look forward to seeing this? I know I don't want to put
pushing for the next race.
So we're going to see you at Wildcat up in Kentucky at the end of the month.
We're hoping, yes, sir. Yep. So.
All right, we've got Forrest Kirkus in a Timmy Chuck Racing rental buggy running for his dad, Roland Kirkus, who was not able to join us this weekend. Forrest raced earlier for the UTV class as well.
And Tim Sorensen struggled in the same spot. We're going to need to get some momentum in old Hillbilly Deluxe to get over that hump.
Tough spot on this hill. We've seen a lot of drivers having to back up and try and gain some more momentum. Camera, of course, never doing these hills justice. They are much steeper than it looks.
Hillbilly Deluxe having to take the option to the right in its first run.
Oh yeah, that's nasty. We just walked up it. I mean, it's just, the video does no justice at all.
You have to basically crawl on.
Crawl on all four. Yeah, you were on all four getting up that.
Forrest more at home in the baby bouncer, really stepping up to the plate, representing for the Kirkus Circus, baby.
Like a tough spot right at the top there. Forrest coming in with a time of 106.12. Racing for his dad.
Good job,
Roland Kirkus.
Yeah,
not able
good
to be
job.
here today.
All right, have fun with that. Hey, thanks for joining us, Mark. We'll see you soon, buddy.
See you, Mark.
It looks like we're
It's a Jack attack.
Yeah, it looks like we're
waiting to
seeing
say
double
that.
over here. My main man right there, Jack Porter, in a rental today.
Steve Howell, we're at Windrock ORV in Oliver Springs, Tennessee. Where are you?
Jack laying down a great time right there. Jack representing northern Mississippi.
With a time of 19.36.
So glad to see Jack racing today. Venom was having some issues. He's been working on it tirelessly. Couldn't get it going.
Fortunately, we brought more than one buggy on the trailer with us this weekend. And Old
True
Blue
story.
is always up for
We hope you're enjoying yourselves at the house today. We were hanging out here in the middle of Windrock Park in Oliver Springs, Tennessee for the season opener of the Southern Series presented by GoForth Tire. We hope you're loving the live feed. I know Bree and I are having a great time. We want to thank everybody involved. The RCV recovery crew has done an amazing job. Thanks to all of our sponsors. When we get a break in the action, we'll run a commercial or two. And we're seeing some major horsepower coupled with some really, really, really great technical driving. There goes Screaming Blue. We've been hauling, for those of you who don't know, Bree and I, we've been coming to these races with Jack hauling Venom and Screaming Blue.
Looks like we've got Blake Schultz on the course now. Mike Zimmerman, I'm not racing because I'm in the production trailer helping Dave Z bring this live broadcast to you all. I'm not sure if the Avenger will make it out to a race for sure or not this year, but I've thought about it. We'll see if I can make it happen. Maybe get Chad Molitor to load up the trailer, bring it on out for me. We'll see.
And Blake making it out the top with a 39.28.
All right, guys, we're going to roll to a quick commercial, so y'all stay tuned, and we'll be bringing it all right back to you in just a minute.
Eliminate burnt plug wires forever with Excel Ceramic Spark Plug Wires. High-temperature double silicone construction makes them ideal for turbocharged and supercharged engines or any car with headers. Find a set for your application today at excel-ignition.com.
No matter how big or tough the job gets, Alpha Specialties has the trailer that's right for you at a great price.
Whether you're hauling ATVs, bulldozers, or whatever, Alpha Specialties has a lot full of trailers to fit your needs and an experienced service team that'll never let you down. Alpha Specialties is your one-stop shop for quality trailers, parts, and service.
Now offering customized North Star truck beds starting at $1,700 and Mission Aluminum enclosed trailers with a lifetime warranty. Whatever you're hauling, Alpha Specialties will get you there.
Hey, welcome back, everybody. This is Dave Z.
I'm Bree Molitor.
And you are Hillside Live with us at the season opener for the Southern Series presented by GoForth Tire. We're hanging out here in East Tennessee at Windrock ORV Park in Oliver Springs. And I think we're going to convince one half of Davis Racing to sit in with us and commentate for a minute or two.
All right, guys, we are getting confirmation on who we've got on the line. Looks like Blake Schultz is getting ready.
Wes Keene, maybe? What's up, everybody?
Oh,
Dave Z here. And look at her. Look at this one over here.
We told her she wasn't going to be on camera, but we lied.
Yeah. Cheryl,
Sorry, Cheryl,
don't worry. You're not going to be on camera. Bam! Cheryl Davis.
Hi, everybody. This is Cheryl Davis.
Now, everybody out there knows that Brandon may do the driving, but she's really piloting that vehicle, aren't you, Cheryl?
Sometimes. No, but it's fun. We've been doing this a few years now, and the atmosphere is great. The people are fantastic, and we keep coming back every weekend for more, so we love it.
Well, we've got Wes Keene on the line, guys, and Wes is ready to go.
Driving like a madman, like always. In the best way, of course. Toting some tires coming up the hill
Oh
there.
my goodness. Wes Keene just won the UTV class, and
This
now
dude
it
is
looks like we
crazy
have
today.
a new leader.
14.97 for Wes Keene. Looks like he's left something on the track up there. Neck brace, maybe? Neck roll?
Cheryl, you've been out there all morning. What do these hills really look like? I know the camera doesn't do it justice.
They are very steep. They're almost too steep to walk up. They're covered in dirt, and it's loose, it looks like, up at the very top. I didn't walk all the way to the top of that hill, hill number 1 that they're running, but it's pretty loose dirt. There are some stumps they have to climb over and roots sticking out, but they're tough. I think hill number 2 is going to be interesting. They get to choose a couple of different paths to take.
I think they have 2 options coming out the top up there. We've noticed a couple having to hang right after giving a try to the left line.
Right, and on hill 2, I think there's going to be 3 options, but the timers are going to be set to the right, so it'll be interesting
Now,
to see which path everyone takes.
We got some big horsepower on the line. We got Matt Schisler, and he's been putting on a show for the past year or so.
Matt ran away from us yesterday as soon as he saw that we had a camera. So you'll notice that Matt was not part of our pre-race driver interviews.
We may try to track him down today. He's almost as elusive as your husband.
That machine is just crazy.
Oh! I'm glad Matt's got that tree to hide behind.
And he was able to hit that beam, so Matt out the top with a 27.83.
Nicely done, Matt Schisler.
I think Stacy Wilhoit may have given him some coaching on how to find the trees out there.
Poor Stacy.
On the razor walking the track earlier, I think Brandon and Stacy walked together and they identified the trees not to hit. Stacy did much better at that than Brandon did. Apparently Brandon hit Stacy's tree, so hopefully that won't continue through the season. We'll give that tree hitting back to Stacy.
Bebo, can you say Bebo out there? You better get used to saying Bebo, because we have Brian Bebo Watt on the line.
Now, this is a newcomer to our racing series and first race ever. We talked with him yesterday. You can see that pre-race interviews on the SRRS Facebook page. But basically, Scott GoForth kind of surprised Mr. Bebo Watt by signing him up for this race, and his words were that this is a dream come true when we talked to him yesterday. So I'm really interested to see what he's going to do out there, and I'm just rooting for him to have an awesome time at this first race.
Wow, smooth. You know what?
Nicely done.
He's in the middle of the pack, ladies and gentlemen. Bebo is in there, baby. Great job, Bebo. So currently our leader is Wes Keene with a time of 14:97. This is Hill 1, ladies and gentlemen. Hill 1 of 2 hills that we're running today here at Windrock Off-Road Park in East Tennessee. Welcome, welcome, welcome to Hillside Live.
We've got Richie Keith back on the line. Looking like he's going to give it another go after having some trouble straight off the starting line earlier. Not having any trouble this time. Maybe I spoke too soon?
Zach Garner talking him through it. Richie Keith!
That's a Richie rollover right there. Land on your tires and keep going. Come on, Richie. There you go.
Out the top, Richie Keith.
Classic Richie rollover. His time is 7:2.5.
Goodness gracious. Hill number 1 is proving to be an entertaining one for sure.
Richie might not end up on the podium, but he's definitely going to get most entertaining.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be right back. We'll see you in a minute.
Raw power, we crave. Hammer down, throttle open. Nitro knows differentials, and Nitro knows power. With a range of parts to meet all needs. Quality, all conditions.
Whether it's a quick trip or a slow climb. When you choose RCV Performance Axles, you're guaranteed to finish every time.
Come on over.
Hey. All right, everybody. We got Jack Porter in the house.
Jack Attack.
Jack Attack. He got that nickname this weekend. Jack, you finally got out on the hill, not in Venom, but you still got out there in your rental, Screaming Blue. So tell us how it went for you.
It went pretty good. This is the first time I've ever actually drove that buggy up a hill. I drive it across the field when I work on it. But other than that, that buggy feels wonderful driving. I think I got a lot of upgrading to do on Venom.
Maybe you just need to start driving Blue a little bit more, but I don't know. Maybe Bobby will fight you on that.
We got a little bit of work to do with the motor after this race. People can tell it smokes some. We got to pull the motor out and get it refreshened up. And a few little knick-knack things to do in the next 3 weeks to get it back going for the next race. But she's going strong right now. She smokes a little bit, but we're going to get 2 more runs in her today and then take her back home.
Now, Jack works super hard to keep Blue running strong. trying to keep Venom running strong when you can. So tell us a little bit about the hill out there from your perspective. You know, we haven't been up it or at the top or anything, but so for everyone who's just watching online or watching from down at the bottom here, what's it look like out there?
The hill itself is not really that treacherous. It's it's a horsepower hill. You got to have horsepower to get up it. And being in Screaming Blue, I had plenty of horsepower to do it with. Basically, it's just got that S turn up there. As long as you can make it and hit it wide open. I had Bobby at the top of the hill. I seen him up there waving me on, telling me to floor it.
Yeah, it did look like that turn at the top has been causing trouble for some people, you know, losing some momentum, having to back up, and then it's obviously just harder after that.
I told Bobby before the race, I said the finisher's line is to the left, and he still listened to himself and went straight up the top. So that's basically what your main thing is to know where this finish line is and try to aim for it when you're going at the top of the hill.
Yeah, it did look like there was a kind of sharp turn up there, and we had a little trouble with some people getting off in the trees and everything. So I know once you get to the top, then it's hard to settle back down and, you know, go where you need to go sometimes. But
well, let me ask you something, Jack. Hill number 1, horsepower hill. Hill number 2, what's your call on it, buddy?
It's a whole lot of horsepower hill. It's basically, I'm ready to watch a few of the guys hit it. I watched, some of the guys hit it last year. It's basically one of the ones you're going to hold to the floor and make it out of the top. If you don't, it's either going to, I don't think it's going to dig out, because a lot of these drivers just know that they're not going to just be able to climb it, so they'll try to back down and hit it again. But basically, it's going to be either one shot or nothing in all reality. I mean, you have 3 different outs out there for, buggies that don't have as much horsepower as others to be able to go out there, but it's going to be a longer route.
Did you see Richie's rollover up there just now?
Yes, Richie always puts on a show. I'm glad that he got to run again after whatever he had difficulties going. Yeah. He's basically here to put on a show. I mean, I'm sure if anybody, you would love to win, but Richie's not here for the win. He's here to put on a show.
If he's not going to end up on the podium, he's definitely going to get best in show out here. So
yeah.
Tiffany said hi, by the way.
Hi.
Yeah. All right, you got any other any fun facts for us from being out there? We've been in the trailer, so we're not getting to go out and mingle and see everything that's happening outside. Is the sun shining yet?
I don't know if it's shining or not, but it's not too cold. I mean, it's mediocre. I'm not freezing today.
Is there anybody you'd like to thank at this point?
I'd like to thank Bobby for letting me run blue today and running on it. And I get it back going for the next race, and hopefully I have both of them running at the next race.
And you'd like to thank Dave and I for being awesome co-pilots in the truck on the way here and keeping you entertained. Jack is our wonderful driver for the events.
So just to let everybody know what's going down, we are about to take an hour break, give everybody out there a chance to go grab some lunch or breakfast or dinner, depending on what part of the world you're in. And we are going to see you back here, Hillside Live, in 1 hour for hill number 2 of the season opener, presented by GoForth Tire.
That's right. So y'all stay tuned, and we're going to be coming back with hill 2 of the Bouncers in an hour.
So Clyde's going to play a commercial, and we're going to walk around, talk to some of these drivers. We'll see y'all in a minute.
Go get lunch.
Yeah, she's going to get lunch.